The green light is on and we are underway for a very crucial practice session. Welcome to the only hour here at the British Grand Prix that is going to set the grid. All set for qualifying running orders. It's all changed now, no longer a combination of practice 1 and 2 on a Friday. Now, free practice 1 this morning didn't count to set the grid for qualifying 2 and qualifying 1. This is now going to be the solo hour of practice. So all of the 23 riders are currently heading out onto the circuit. And at the end, the top fastest and the top 10 will go through into qualifying 2. The remaining 12 will have to go through qualifying 1. A lot of pressure on early on as well, as the rain is coming into the circuit. So there's no times from this morning. It is literally the top 10 fastest that will provide us with those details. And taking a look as well, green flag is on, but we've got some tyre compound chat to take a look at here. And as you can see, quite a few of them now starting medium compounds going on as well, as to be expected earlier on in the session. Megan's just walked into the side of the commentary box, I've seen her seeing as well, to come in as well. Yes, you can close the door. That's sort of the point. It's very cold outside. I'm just waiting for you to come in. Thank you very much, by the way. And Megan, if you can take your headset and your microphone and everything and not drop your sound shield as it comes in. And I'll unmute you and say...
Hi.
Hi, welcome back to MotoGP. Haven't had you since the German Grand Prix. You took the Dutch TT off because you were in the middle of final weeks of A-levels. 5 weeks.
That feels like so long.
That was 5 weeks ago, Megan.
No, it had to be more.
No, 5 weeks summer break, 5 weeks.
No, it had to be more.
I'm categorically telling you it's been 5 weeks since the last race. So it was 5 weeks since
6?
5.
6?
5.
6?
5.
6?
Megan, it's been a 5-week break. It's 5. No. I'm not wrong and the entire world isn't wrong. It is 5.
Did I take the week off because of recuperation?
Yes. You were worn out.
Who wouldn't be?
Yes. So anyway, welcome back. That timing tower's not working and sometimes it's not. The only one I've got working is this one. Because they've changed their website once again, MotoGP, and now nothing works. So thumbs up there as well.
Just as they get something working right, they lose it.
I know, it's so annoying, isn't it? But hello to everybody watching us on Twitch and on YouTube. Hopefully we're about to get the Discord group in here as well. We see Mark Marquez with Johan Mir just down the Wellington Straight coming into Brooklands. Mir, 25 years old, born in Spain as well. And back after an injury for a couple of weeks. But it's all looking good, don't you think, Lex?
It's his birthday on the 1st of September. Literally, in England, that's like the cut-off point of date where you're just like, okay, now you have to wait an even further year until you can go to school.
Yeah, it's literally like that, isn't it? It's like you don't even get a choice to...
That means he was like 5 when he started.
I would say he's been about 5 since he started. Paulo Espargaro's 32 years old, however, born in July. And guess what? We've lost the timing pass. Honestly, luckily not on this monitor, the one you're watching, but our secondary monitor up here in the commentary box, it's just gone off, which is great. So I'm getting the backup running as well. It's just one of those things, isn't it, where you just have to sort of kick it until it starts working again. There you go, Megs. Not great, but we have a secondary screen at least.
It shall do.
Yeah, we've got our main one and then a backup one. As Maverick Vinales sets the first time, now Marco Bezzecchi all changing in as well. You have to look over here for live updates.
I just want to see what practice session this is.
This is practice.
Just
do
it all in one?
Right, new format now to come in. Practice, free practice 1 this morning. Does not set anything for the qualifying combinations.
Right.
This second session in the afternoon is now practice, and this counts for setting the grid for Q1 and Q2's running orders. Fastest top 10 go through to qualifying 2.
Right.
Yeah, and then tomorrow's 30-minute second free practice session is FP2. Then qualifying, that's when you're back, and then into the sprint race later on in the day, and then the race. Yes. It's one of those things, really, isn't it, as they come through. Oops.
So long.
Few two going wide as they come into the mix of things, but it's not looking too bad out there. Conditions will be improving as well as the session goes on. Maverick Vinales, 2,000s down at the moment in second position.
What are the chances he destroys one of his bikes?
High. Like really, really high. He destroys one of the bikes as well. It's pretty much standard to what could come in into the distance here. Just checking. Hopefully, pictures and audio are now being sent down to Omi in the pits, which means I'll go and say, "Hi, Omi, you all right?"
Right.
Hello. Yes. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Hello.
Yep, can hear you.
Nice to have you back. You've been enjoying your week and everything. I heard you were doing PSGL yesterday quite well.
Who told you that?
Well, I just looked on the chat and saw that it was going well. Why did you not commentate yesterday? Am I thinking of Richie?
I did not comment it yesterday, so.
It's Richie then. I completely forgot about it. I was so busy. I mean, it has been so busy as well.
Well, I was doing the sim today earlier on.
Yes,
I saw
that's it.
Sintel and
Yeah. I saw you were doing JP Motorsports 2 earlier on. Oh, 2 seconds. Yellow flag out sector 4. That's
Who
the last
is
track.
it?
It is Maverick Vinales. Now, his first bike this morning blew up when he tried to do a practice start coming back into the pits. The front of the bike zhuzhed up and it slammed back down on the front tyre and the engine cut out. And now he's holding his right buttock like he's gone down. That's at Vale as well, on the entrance to Vale.
He landed like that.
Yeah, it was up and down. Oh, and he's turned in, and the bike stepped away from him, the back coming into Vale.
He immediately held his bike.
Yeah, and the front tyres sort of hit him in the gentleman's nether regions as well. And I'm not surprised he's walking a bit wounded, holding his right buttock there. Behind the mic says, I need to find some time to sit down for an entire weekend and just have you guys and Matt White teach me about MotoGP. Would love to learn about it, but there never seems to be time. Matt and me, I think, would be honoured to do a race call with you, Matthew, because Megan is going to be not in all of them.
Definitely not going to be in all of them.
Yeah. So I think, Matthew, we should find some of the races that go later on in the year that's more agreeable to your time, like, the night races you hate.
I despise night
Yeah,
races.
so
So
what is
honestly, anyone you want to pick, I don't really care.
What is it? Thailand, Japan, Australia, Malaysia?
Yeah, especially with
One of
my...
those 4.
I'm going to be starting uni in September. I'm definitely going to need
and Indonesia.
time.
And Indonesia. Those 5 night races later on in the year that's more costly to you. Come on the broadcast, Matthew. I'll get you on the team with Matt White and we'll do a commentary where you can learn everything MotoGP. Adam says, hi Josh and Megan, enjoy the British Grand Prix and have a nice weekend. Have a nice weekend to you too, my friend.
You pick it up quick. From when I thought I forgot my ring.
No, he's wearing. I can see it. Yeah. New start line, of course, here at Silverstone. It's now moved to match the Formula One down the Hamilton Straight. Of course, it used to be the old Stafford Straight, didn't it? Coming out in towards Copse Corner. I don't know. We've used this twice before for MotoGP, as I explained in the first session this morning. But in those days, Silverstone had just got MotoGP. The fans weren't there, and it looked ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Now, it's a Friday, and the pit lane's packed. There's loads of fans up in the grandstand area as well. Loads of people in general admission. It actually looks brilliant, and it's right time to switch over and use the wing. Everything got a bit too big for the little paddock in Copse Corner.
Honestly, I agree.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes it's started to get a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
With everyone.
Like, do you remember when it rained that one year and everyone crammed into the pit lane and were tripping over each other?
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Yeah. Like that. And of course, it's bigger, the wing, obviously. It's more... It's just nice feeling that the British Grand Prix has got the same track. Whoa! Quartararo coming through Chapel and down the hanger straight. The rear anti-lock skid brake sort of jammed on, and the bike sort of like went like a bucking kangaroo for the second time today. I did it this morning in practice as Lynn Jarvis watched it on.
Wonder what spooked it.
Yeah, literally, the rear axle just went down, and then he nearly went over the handlebars as well with a high side. So Quadraro's got to be very careful. News coming, of course, that Franco Morbidelli has left the team. He's been fired. He will leave at the end of the year to be replaced by Alex Rins. And here it is again, Megan. Look, it's happened again. Look, coming to the 1013. Watch the rear axle. It's like it suddenly brakes as soon as he changes over.
What's it hitting?
I think the bottom of the bike dipped and it scraped along the floor. Like the sudden change, it sort of went, ooh. Like the
reckon it's
ride
for-
height went wrong. And that's Maverick.
For a minute, I couldn't tell whether that was thunder or a car. Turns out it's a very high-powered car, I just heard.
Yeah, by the way, tomorrow we've got backup streamers on standby because there is a possibility we could lose our telemetry and signal because Storm Anthony has going to hit the UK and there is going to be quite a lot of rain, which in a way, Megan, makes this practice session a bit like an hour qualifying. It's why I asked you to be here.
Given this is in England,
Yeah, go on.
that's worrying.
Yeah, because
It's going to hit that bit.
well, we're expecting the same amount of rain that hit the circuit a week ago at the the GB3 race, and that's like a Formula 3 race on the Euro circuit. And yeah, you remember the rain that hit last weekend, and the race had to get
no.
cancelled because the visibility was nowhere, and they're four-wheel car. Formula cars. These are two-wheel MotoGP bikes. They will be aquaplaning everywhere.
They may as well delay it a week.
They can't because next week we're away in Austria.
But next week's sunny.
Yeah, I know. But so there's now a realistic possibility that if tomorrow can't happen, this grid here that we get in practice would set the grid. So effectively, this could be a 60-minute qualifying session if we can't run quali tomorrow. And here's another thing for you.
hopes we can't.
If we can't run the sprint race tomorrow, we will scrap the warm-up session.
We'll be happy.
Do you know what it would be? It would be Moto... Well, and the Moto E races, they'll all happen on one day. So what we would have is, we would start in the morning with Moto 3, race 1. Then we would have the MotoGP sprint. Then Moto 3, then Moto 2, then MotoGP, then Moto E race 2. That's what the schedule would be for Monday. So for Sunday. Yeah, I know. It's a long broadcast weekend. Go on, Amy.
That's complicated.
I know it is, isn't it? It's Megan's now nodding her head saying, yeah, it is complicated.
Too complicated for me to process.
I know. I tell you what, though, Amy, as well, the British weather, we've seen it recently, haven't we? Do you remember, what was it? Did you have rain last night, Amy, actually? Because we had a really, massive, huge amount of rain.
Yeah, a lot of rain. It's not even summer, is it?
No, it's winter.
Until
It's
next
cold. I text a friend of mine saying as well that I've severely underdressed. I'm wearing shorts, and it's
I always
wrong
dress
choice.
like it's winter.
Yeah, but I've really made a mistake. And we're outside as well. This commentary box is outside the main house. It's in the garage, really, isn't it? So it's okay in here, but a little bit chilly. But we can't put the heater on because then it'd be too hot. Sort of that point where you've got to dress for it, and I haven't.
We're going to have a month of hot weather. Summer is a 3-month thing. England only takes notice of it for like 2 to 4 weeks a year.
I've just noticed that Megan actually just put red. You actually hit the maximum.
I feel
decibel.
strongly about weather.
Megan, do not deafen our viewers.
Well,
That's
I
all.
can't hear how high I am.
Look at the little green line. You pushed it all the way to the red.
Like this.
Yes. And
That's just my normal voice.
I know, but sometimes you go decibel high.
That isn't even me shouting.
Then I'm going to turn you down a little bit. There you go.
That's probably a wise decision. Let's see if I can hit the red again.
No, because we're going to lose viewers and complaints.
Fine.
And also YouTube detects loud audio and come and warn us. So we're trying to keep the way.
I'm a loud person.
Anyway, Alex Marquez 7th at the moment. Marc Marquez is 15th. There's Maverick Vinales back in the pit lane. A man who's going to stay with Aprilia for a couple more seasons at least. Which isn't really a surprise. Brad Binder's top at the moment, 159.889. The first man this weekend to get into the 159s.
Gosh, I have to say you were very slow in the sim earlier on today.
Oh, no. Well, it wasn't real Roblox.
Sintel was very good.
Sinthel's got a proper racing equipment as well. That's one thing as well. So his sim is going to be benefiting to his real life experiences.
Yeah, there was 3
Simulation.
races. Sintel finished first, second, and third in 3 of them. So yeah,
Right,
I almost won
concussion.
race 2, but Richie just out-dragged me to the line. So
The JB Commentary Box team. We're going to see that. It's been hot over here during the summer, Josh, says Adam. Jealous. I feel strongly about weather too. I hate hot
America
weather.
stole our weather.
Yeah, but Matthew hates
There's
it.
a jet stream
Adam's loving
somewhere.
it. What do you mean there's a jet stream? What are you on about?
Between America and England. Where is our weather?
Well, I don't want it boiling hot.
I don't want it boiling hot. I at least want it in the 24s.
I like spring. Spring is a lovely time of year
That's
where
because we were
it's
born in
nice.
spring.
Yeah, but it's nice and sunny and it's cool. That's what I like. That's a nice summer for me. Because
It's not
honestly,
too hot or not too cold.
It's
yeah,
18 degrees.
exactly. It's 18 degrees but raining. But Megan, if you want it to be really hot, like the 32 degrees we're
I
here,
do not want it to be 42 degrees again.
Yeah.
I want it to be
We were
at
all
least
paying
once
with
this
that.
year hit
Yeah.
30.
Also, can I just point out how hot it would be in this commentary box?
I don't want it to be on a race week. Weekend when it's boiling.
When was the British Grand Prix? Last month, the British Grand Prix. It was hot humidity, wasn't it?
Not for me.
And I had to turn the lights off in here commentating because it was so bad. It was like I was getting heat stroke consistently as well.
I wasn't hot at all.
No, you weren't. You were just sort of numb.
I'm done to a lot of
I would honestly faint because I would have the windows closed so no bugs get in here. I would have my door closed and I wouldn't have my fan on because it would make too much noise.
Yeah,
So I'd faint in here.
it's pretty much how we have to have it, isn't it, really? Even with our headsets.
I just don't feel warm as much as other people. That's why I want it to be a bit warmer, because for me, this is still winter.
You're Jack Frost anyway, aren't you?
Probably.
I can't even sing the lyric
No, you cannot.
because it's not Christmas.
Yes, I have a very strict rule.
Yeah, but in Lapland, it's Christmas all year round.
Then go to Lapland.
Okay, Bagnaia has dropped it off in the third sector. He's quick in sectors 1 and 2. By the way, I'm not tapping
Over
you.
Christmas Island.
I'm not tapping you. I'm just trying to get my chair to stop swinging away from you because it keeps just drifting back to you.
I know.
Bagnaia down the hanger straight, looking quite quick.
Over Christmas Islands.
That's true, yeah. Christmas Islands too.
Or the Easter Islands if you want a bit of chocolate.
Yes, that's true as well. Top 10 at the moment then in this practice as well. Now, I've noticed we've called it P, but on the MotoGP they've called it PR. So allow me to...
Public relations?
Yeah, let me just put an R there as well.
I don't know why, though here I feel like I've got a scratch.
Have you scratched your eye?
I don't know. It's more like the underneath of my eye. Next to my nose.
Then you've probably done something wrong. That's something.
I
There you
haven't
go.
been able to tell. Do I have something wrong?
What?
Right there.
No, you're fine. Look, it's me who got hit in the face by a bramble tree this week.
Yeah, well, it feels like me.
Walking down the boating lake as well,
The scar's
somebody brushed past a tree and it ricocheted, without them knowing, and it ricocheted right in my face and scratched my eye. And underneath my eye as well. I look like William Shatner in that episode where he's got two of them and Yeoman Green scratched him across the face. I look like it looked like a cat had got me. Like a cat had scratched me. Luckily though, it's healed quite fast.
It has.
And I don't usually heal because of my eczema. I don't usually... In fact, even that's healed quite quickly overnight.
The bramble.
Yeah, I'm healing quite fast. I'm Jack Harkness. I'm immortal. That's a funny thing.
Where's Rose?
Oh, God, no. Billie Piper's a very lovely actress, but I don't want Rose back in Doctor
There's
Who.
too much Rose in Doctor Who.
There's too much Jackie at the moment. She's in everything.
Yeah.
Complained about it the other day on Twitter. It's like,
Do you know what we do need in Doctor Who? Martha.
Yeah.
Martha Jones.
Oh, we've got some BBC breaking
She's my
news.
favourite.
What's this? Oh, right, okay.
I don't get to see.
Just some BBC breaking news about a certain thing. That's quite interesting. Well, if your name's Alexei and you're Russian, you're never really going to stand any chance. Just look at Stranger Things.
Especially in Black Widow.
Yeah. Look at Stranger Things. That one still hurts. End of season 3. That hurts. Season 4, though, I don't know. I'm a bit
Who
ah.
played him?
I can't remember.
I'm going to look that up.
When is season 5? Anyway, is it next year or the year after?
Don't know.
Anybody? Omi, do you know when Stranger Things 5 is?
No.
Anybody? No? YouTube chat? Anybody? Hello to... hello, Salva. Watching on. Give us a wave, thumbs up and a wave and a smiley face. Oh, look, Honda have got some new aero on the back there as well. Hello, Josh. CA. Hello. Just watching around.
I swear I've seen him in something else before.
Mark Marquez then got some new updates on the back of that Honda. It's a Kalex chassis, remember, but they've got some aero winglets on the rear exhaust port.
He's Ukrainian.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And he played someone.
Okay.
Sometime in the spring or summer of 2025.
Ah, okay. God, that's late. That's really late. Hang on a minute. Millie Bobby Brown is going to be 21. And she started it when she was 11. That's 10 years. My God.
She's legal drinking age in America by
Yeah,
then.
but can I just point out, in the show, aren't they all still playing
Like 15-year-olds.
15, 16-year-olds?
Yeah, well, we've got people in their 30s playing teenagers, so.
11, 12, 13, 14. They're
So by the way,
14!
that's the earliest we could see it. It could even be later. But we're not getting in 2024 at
That's
all.
true. Oh, and the Writers
You
Guild strike
recognise
as
him
well.
from someplace. Spooks.
I knew I recognised him from somewhere in Spooks. Yes, he's in Spooks. There's Fabio Quartararo, or Blondie, as many people like to call him these days. Look at it again. It's happened again, look.
He's also in Mission Impossible.
Yeah, look at
Possible.
look at the rear axle. Oh, it's like the actual suspension failed mid-corner.
It's like he's horseback riding.
Yeah. That bruised him as well. Oh. That's Maverick Vinales and Quartararo now, who have had the same feeling today. Oh.
How have they not fallen on their bike in pain?
I'll tell you one thing. Everybody's always told me you have horse racing and then you have Formula One as the natural evolution. No, Formula One is specifically car racing. That's like chariot racing into it as well. If you want what replaced horses, it's bikes. Motorcycles replace the horses because these things are so unpredictable. It's like they've got a mind of their own, and it's like you are literally on a horse.
They even get spooked.
Yeah, as Quartararo just did, and gave him a big kick up the backside. Dear, dear, dear. Here's Luca Marini then, out on the circuit, watching. He's coming out of pit lane. He's doing his stretch, making sure his fire suit isn't compromising any areas. Do you know something I've learned during the off-season? I know some riders have done it in the past, but they've done it recently. All riders now apparently do it. They wear cups.
Yeah, good thing too.
Yeah, but
Otherwise, their chances of having children go way down.
yeah, but Jack Miller didn't wear a cup, but has since I think started wearing a cup.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if I was going out on one of those machines, I want some protection, wouldn't you? It's like, yes, please. Like that scene in The Simpsons with Milhouse kicking Bart.
Do you know everyone who plays Steve? He's 31.
Steve's 31. He plays a 21-year-old. How old's Nancy?
Steve actually plays, I think, an 18, 19-year-old, maybe 20.
No, 21 now.
The one who plays Natalie. She's actually called Natalia in real life.
Natalia Dyer, yeah.
She's 28.
What about how old is Robin? What's her name in real life?
Maya Hawke.
Maya Hawke, yeah, daughter
She's
of
Uma Thurman's daughter
Uma
and Ethan
Thurman.
Hawke.
And Ethan Hawke, yeah.
Oh,
She's
I
my
love
age,
Ethan
isn't she?
Hawke in Dead Poets Society.
Isn't she my age? Or is Sadie Sink
Such
my age? I
emotion.
can't remember who is my age.
Such emotion. Hold on.
I think Grace Van Dien is.
There she is.
Maya Hawke.
25.
25. Oh, she's a year older than me.
Yeah. Maya
Actually,
Hawke's dad.
Is it a year or is it just like months?
It would be a year.
Go.
Why do you all do
July
that?
8th, 1998.
Why do you all do that? You press on the Wikipedia when you could just scroll down a little bit more and it's like, oh look, here is the date of birth, here's the parents, here's the siblings, the upcoming movies, the great grandparents.
Great grandparents of Uma Thurman. Yeah. Oliveira just out there on the circuit. See, this is why people tune in. Not for the timings, but also just a very nice conversational chat about anything as the session goes on. This is effectively a qualifying if we can't do any running tomorrow, and by the weather forecast we can't. If you're wondering why we haven't got the weather forecast on for you at the moment, that's because MotoGP decided to change their website during the summer break, and it's now completely unusable. Literally, I had to fight to get that timing screen on. I'm not turning it off all night.
Do you know the one who plays Erica? She's 2 years younger than me.
Erica's 16. Yeah, that makes about sense.
In the show, she plays someone like, what is she, 12?
Yes, 12.
Actors, can't they play their own ages?
Well, it's what they can get away with. Like, you could get away with still playing school age.
Could
Just about, yeah.
Probably not. Very late.
Unless
school
you're Jenna
age.
Coleman and then you play a 15-year-old when you're actually 26. Yeah, nobody knows why she did that. I know. Everybody knew it was unbelievable. We'd have seen her in Emmerdale, for God's sake. And then she was in Doctor Who.
Stick to playing Clara.
Then she was Queen Victoria.
Oh, she was brilliant in that. I love that show. I have every single episode.
What's she done now? Nothing.
Don't know.
Nothing.
I'll
nothing.
check.
Nothing. Nothing. That's right. Nothing. It's absolutely nothing. So, Miguel Oliveira's doing his lap time around now as well, the 88.
Now I want to watch Victoria again.
Don't. It's so long.
I know. She's 37.
Watching Victoria is like watching The Crown.
Yes, but better.
The Crown's good, but it's like...
It
come
has
on.
less seasons because it got cancelled, which is bad because it ended with Albert just collapsing for some reason. He doesn't even die the year that he collapses. The year he collapsed in the show was 1850 or 1851. They hadn't even had all their kids by that point, and he doesn't die for like another 10 years, maybe.
1860.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he died in 1861. Though it would be
1879. The same difference.
it would be a little bit awkward now for them to play husband and wife, Albert and Victoria, because they were engaged, though they've since broken up.
What, Clara? General... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What's Mark Marquez? Mark Marquez is doing it now. The groin touch.
She's been in The Serpent.
Hello.
The
Mark.
Sandman, that's what she's doing.
Megan, Mark's getting on that bike very gingerly, isn't he? That's interesting. I didn't see...
Maybe he's had a run-in with the seat.
I think he's still riding a little bit bruised and battered, is Mark Marquez, but I think he's contracted to be on the Honda now. Watch this as we see Bagnaia get on. Over and away. Whereas with Mark, it took longer. If it's a flag-to-flag race...
It's like he was trying to ride a really aggressive bull.
Yeah. If it's a flag-to-flag race, they're really... He's really going to struggle, isn't he? Because that's a quick on and off bike. I'm always surprised they practiced that, actually, at some point today. A flag-to-flag changeover. Because it could be so unpredictable with the weather. We're expecting a washout tomorrow, which is why we're seeing so much running right now in this hour's practice. That sets the running order for Q1 and Q2, because if we can't qualify, this order will set the grid for both the sprint and the feature, whenever we have the sprint and feature, that is. Because we can't race on Monday. Jack Doyle. Yeah, that's what she's doing.
Yeah. And these.
The war rooms. She's doing the war rooms.
Yeah.
Oh,
Main role.
cabinet war rooms.
And Wilderness.
Oh, she's playing Jonah Wright, actually. Oh, okay.
She was in The Sandman.
Yeah, Liv Taylor. Oh, not too bad. She left Doctor Who in 2015. It's nearly 10 years ago.
It's 8. 8. Hold on to that 8. He started it 11 years ago.
Yes. No. Technically, still 10.
Why?
Because that version of her died. So Clara was 2013.
Doesn't matter.
All right, sport. Technically, it hasn't already been as well, so yeah. 11 years ago. As Marini stays 8th. Marco Bezzecchi, on the other hand, the man who topped this morning's session, looks like he might top this session as well, as the clouds still come in over Silverstone, over the national start-finish straight. Second sector time is down by 16 thousandths of a second as he comes into Copse Corner. Copse Corner is a fun one. Do you remember Dovizioso crashing there at the start a couple of years ago? And the huge fireball. Yeah. That was something to behold. Was that 2020 or 2021?
Huh.
We were covering it, so it must be 21. Go on.
48% of British people have blue eyes.
You've got blue eyes.
I know.
Mine have turned green recently, we noticed. Not hazel now, green.
Must be like a really light hazel.
Oh, I just regenerate my eyes.
Yeah, every few years you did have blue eyes for the longest time.
I had blue eyes and I had
And then
hazel
one
eyes, now I've
day,
got green
suddenly,
eyes.
changed.
Well, I think it's hereditary on Mum's side of her, because look at Tia. She's got 2 different iris colours.
Instead of having 2 at the same time, you're just going for the works.
I'll have yellow soon, and I'll be hypnotising people like the Hood from
Either that
Thunderbirds.
or you'll turn and have brown eyes.
No, I'll just hypnotise people like the Hood.
It's like going from green to yellow.
Actually, if it's green at the moment, does that mean I'm a Mr. On? This is the voice. I can't even do it. Hang on. I can't do it. This is the voice of the Mr. On. I can't do it. Mr. On was a mix of deepness, wasn't it? It was the low brow things. This is the voice. Oh, no, you can do it. He doesn't love Captain Scarlet.
Insane people.
Cloudbase was Captain Scarlet, not Thunderbirds. Megan's now desperately thinking where she said that before.
Oh no, I know I've heard that Doctor Who.
Osgood. No, it was Colonel Ahmed.
Yeah. Oh, poor Colonel Ahmed.
Apparently he survived.
He got chucked out of a window by a Cyberman from a plane.
Kate.
Was saved by her father, who was a Cyberman.
Apparently Colonel Ahmed survived.
Either the Brigadier had a lot to do as a Cyberman that day, or somehow he managed to land in a bouncy castle.
I don't know. Apparently he survived.
Oh,
Look, I don't know. That's what Stephen Moffat said during the watch-along.
well, of course he would say.
Yeah.
He wants everyone to survive just so he can bring them back again one day.
Can I just point out that Harriet Jones was exterminated by Daleks and apparently she fell through a floor onto a mattress and jumped onto a motorcycle.
That's believable.
That's believable, but somebody having a parachute underneath their jacket's not.
Not when it's likely that the Cyberman broke his neck.
They didn't break his neck. They just dragged him out the plane.
They should have.
Apparently he was wearing a parachute. I don't know. Anyway, Bezecchi's coming to the end of his lap. It's a long lap here, isn't it? 2-minute lap times. We've got 1:59.889 by Binder. So this could be Bezecchi. He's a 10th up across the 3 sectors. This could be provisional pole position as he crosses the line and does so. It's a 1:59.716 by Marco Bezecchi. Very strong time there. That Mooney VR46 bike, as he has it all season long, looking very, very resplendent, I think is the word, it needs to be said.
Yeah.
As Maverick Vinales as well now into the braking zone, into Vale. Oh, he's taking it a bit wide there. Had to sit up, but that's cost him a couple of tenths, I
He
reckon.
didn't want it to happen to him.
Oh, yellow sector 4, so someone's gone down in the last sector. That's Vale onwards, so Vinales goes second. So who's gone down? Oh, don't tell me it's Marc Marquez. It's Luca Marini! And that's down at Stowe. And the airbag's gone off, you'll be relieved to hear. But, yeah.
You
Not
shouldn't
great
have
there.
stood so close to a window.
Yeah, yellow flag's out now, by the way. Oh, no, I haven't got that on yet, have I?
When the Cyberman flying outside
Oh!
the plane, don't stand so close to the window. Ow, that must have hurt.
He lost that on entry. I reckon the back slid out from him. And that bike flew into the gravel trap. Hopefully it hasn't punctured the air fence, otherwise it'll be a red flag to the session. Right now, the timing tower stayed green. So
For
we'll keep,
once, he's lucky. It went off.
yeah. Timing tower has stayed green, so no sign of the red flag as well. What did you make of that one, Omi? It was quite a late one, wasn't it?
Yep, it was.
No sign of anything on the timing monitors, by the way, about flashing up at the bottom. That's why that black line there is at the bottom for. That tells us the race control information. If it flashes up, it's the same principle. Hopefully, when we get our systems back again, we can have the normal screens. But for now, you've got this sort of the battle hybrid screen. Continue with what you're saying.
I was just thinking about how Colonel Ahmed shouldn't have stood so close to a window when he knew there were Cybermen flying outside.
Don't ask me. It's a ridiculous plot.
Why did he stand so close to the window? Literally just like, I'm just going to stand with my back towards this window. I mean, these Cybermen have guns.
Why did Kate think it was a good idea to take the Doctor, the Master, on a plane when she just saw Cybermen can now fly? If anything, blame Kate.
Because she thought she could get high up. Also, would you rather than be on a boat?
The Valiant would have been a better excuse.
Yes, and then taking down the Valiant. Also, that was taken down by the Master.
Valiant's fine.
Yeah, it got repairs. Though, still...
Daleks.
the
Daleks.
Oh, yeah, it was taken down by the Daleks, didn't it?
Wasn't it?
Wasn't it? It got taken down by the Daleks.
Yeah,
And
but
stolen Earth and Journey's End.
the Valiant's fine. Still,
It got destroyed by Daleks.
look, it was cloud base.
Yes! And Daleks can definitely fly.
Yeah, so it's happening now. Which I just find ridiculous. It's anything they can't do.
Why didn't the Slovenes steal the Valiant?
Sleeping what?
Why didn't the Slovenes steal the Valiant? You think it
Valiant
was
wasn't there then. Valiant was built by
No,
the
they
Master.
kept coming to Earth, didn't they? You would have thought they would have at some point thought, oh, that looks nice.
Yeah. To them, it's child's play. They've got interdimensional spaceships, and the Valiant's is like,
But it was designed by the Master.
yeah, but it's not. It's garbage. It's like finding a smartphone in the Middle Ages
If I was there,
to them.
if I was like in that universe, I'd
We
be
go back
like,
to the racing.
and something was designed by the master, I'd just be like, do you know what? I want to own that.
Can we go back to this? Is why we shouldn't have hour-long sessions, because we talk absolute nonsense.
Because we talk Doctor Who.
Well, it's British and there's not much going on the track right now anyway. So, Marini's come back into the pit lane finally, so he's walked back in. It's not that long actually. I've been to this track as well. It's Silverstone, obviously, local circuit. But it's actually not that long to get back into the pit lane from where he crashed. It's literally just sort of, there's an underground thing and you can get back to it. But I tell you, there's a bridge as well. I tell you what is the worst part of the track to get to. When you've got to go from the... Because I've been in the paddock here at Silverstone as well, the Wing 1 as well. It is in the middle of nowhere. You have to take buses to get over the bridge for the main entrance. So you know the bridge down on Wellington Straight?
Yeah.
That's the bridge you go over to get into the paddock. You loop back around. And then it drops you off. And then you've got to walk down this road to the paddock. It's a long walk.
Take a bike.
Yeah. And there's a bridge at the Hangar Straight as well. And then there's a bridge at Bridge. Well, that used to be the start line for Formula 1.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, I've actually walked where Formula 1 began on that bridge as well. It's quite a nice feeling because that bridge is always been there. It's the same bridge from the 1950s.
Good structure.
Mm.
Why didn't the Daleks detect the Dalek DNA on Earth?
When?
They didn't detect it all the times they've been there. Why didn't they detect?
Oh, that one. I don't know. It was sleeping.
But they still would detect it. It's like they're sewers.
I don't know. It's not. It wasn't dead. I mean, it was dead. I don't know. Shut up. Stop
And
flying.
the fact that Daleks can't
It's
die.
It's Chris Chibnall's writing. Just
Exactly.
you just sort of go, yeah, okay, whatever.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Chris Chibnall's terrible.
And now apparently Simon have discovered how to defect gold. It's literally the one thing they can't do.
Oh, that was done ages ago.
Yeah, but then they started having weakness towards it again. That won't last.
Cleaning fluid still works.
Just go to the kitchen cupboard.
I'll just stop aside, man. Vinegar. Same as
They can do the washing up.
cleaning fluid. Yeah. That reminds me of that Dead Ringers sketch now. There's Mark Marquez back in the pit lane. He gingerly got off that bike once more, didn't he? Is Mark still injured? I don't know what's wrong with Mark. He's looking a bit...
Maybe he's pulled his hamstring.
Yeah, could have done. He's not looking 100%, is he? There's Alicia Spargo on the Aprilia now. Third fastest bike in the sport right now. Given there's only 4. Ducati, KTM, Aprilia, Honda. Yamaha, 5. Get in trouble for that. Well, Yamaha's really bad.
At the moment, yeah.
Quadraro's 14th. Morbidelli is actually 11th.
They've fallen so far.
Wow, Morbidelli getting fired really has sort of sparked him up a bit, hasn't it?
It always does with drivers and riders. They're just like, they get really just like,
Yeah.
do you know what? You're going to fire me, you're going to see what I can do, and then you're going to regret your decision for life.
Sort of yeehaw, away we go sort of mentality of it.
That's
all.
what Bottas did.
Yeah, it was actually, wasn't it? He knew Rossa was going, and then he sort of like, oh, I'm good now.
It's like, do you know what? I'm the good one. You're
Was-
not going to see goodness from
It
us.
was 21,
Yeah.
wasn't it, with Valtteri? Valtteri was nowhere in 21, same as Perez. Perez did win a race, though, in 21, didn't he?
Yeah,
Baku. Yeah, Baku.
sure he did.
Yes. Yeah, Monaco and Baku.
It's raining. Out here.
It is. Is the washing line? No.
No, he didn't win. He didn't win Monaco in 2021. Only
No, he
Baku.
won 2022, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Megan's now, don't get that alarm wet. No, as we see coming back in. Just crack it open a little bit, the door. As it comes through. We don't know if the alarm's waterproof. We've got an alarm. We're now fully alarmed. As Megan looks to see if it's raining. How bad is it raining? Megan is now just talking without her headset on. It's not good out there. Okay, well, we're going to stay in here for the next, I don't know, how long are we... well, we've still got another 20 minutes, and then I think we'll just be here until it stops raining. Which could be quite entertaining. Alicia Spargo closing it. Megan says it's raining for the next hour. 2 hours. Okay. Well, we're not... we're not moving. Oh, yeah, we do have an umbrella. Well, I wasn't going to move anyway until the end of this session, because I was going to focus on everything else. Aleix Espargaro out of the last corner, up towards the line then. Does he improve on his delta? Yes! Yes, he does! Wow, what a quick time he found in that last sector. 1:59.694. 22 thousandths faster than Bezzecchi.
Where's that been all season?
Don't know. Silverstone's coming alive with this track as well. And actually, I'm very glad that it's going well. This could be the qualifying. And as always, the last 10 minutes of this session is going to be absolutely crucial to decide the running order for Q1 and Q2. And if it is a rained out day tomorrow, this could set the grid. And it is likely. Really likely. Let's take a replay of Marini. This is his crash into Stowe. So down the hangar straight, 6th gear, flat out, over 200 miles per hour. Brakes, turns in, and the front dips away. Oh, and his leg got caught. And that bike went straight over the aero fence. Luckily, didn't pop it either.
Luckily, it didn't decide to jump back and hit him in the head.
Do you know, I like these aero fences. They're really good. I think
They're
Formula
safer.
1 should adopt them more than the Tech Pro.
I feel like they're safer.
Yeah. And also, if you notice with the Tech Pro barrier, they've started putting boards in front of them, and the boards are now causing problems. How is that safe?
It's like, never mind, you're to get a shrapnel from the boards that's either going to pop your tyres or it's going to just slap you in the arm.
Yeah, I don't know why they're there. They will go though soon.
The arms are the weakest part of the driver, let's face it. And a rider.
Yes, they are. Although with
They have to be extended.
with MotoGP, you're so exposed as well. It is ultimate racing motorcycles. As Bagnaia comes down to the braking zone. I don't think I could do it. I think I could do Formula 1 without a fear. But with MotoGP, I think the fear would be there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Doing a lap of the track on that. And yet there's not on a push bike. And it's the same thing. So it must be the same mentality for them. But yeah, it would terrify me.
Also being so close to the ground.
Yeah.
Just like, am I going to fall? Am I going to fall? No,
yeah.
I didn't.
I'd love to give
Oh,
it a
no,
go.
I thought-
I'd love to give it a go though. I'd love to
Just
ride a
with-
motorcycle bike like this, MotoGP bike. Well, I think I could get away with the Moto 3 as my limit.
Yeah.
Couldn't do Moto 2, they're too fast. But I'd love to have a go on a Moto 3 bike.
I'll get away with a bicycle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait for me, I got tiny little legs. There's Johan Mir walking back in. No, sorry, that's Luca Marini walking back in. Here is Johan Mir back on the Kalex chassis bike after his injuries that kept him out of the German and Dutch Grand Prix. Been out for 8 weeks now.
Ring, ring.
Do you know what I don't like? Their handlebars are scratching our tarmac. This is Formula 1. Although, do you know what the riders say about this track? Because it's Formula 1, the surface is super smooth. Which is changing when they used to say that the cars used to cause bumps on the surface. That was all rubbish.
They're just angry at themselves for scratching the tarmac.
Yeah. Formula 1 tracks are billiard table smooth to get the cars across it.
They have to be,
Yeah.
otherwise propulsing goes mad and
Yeah.
people veer off the road. Like in Formula E, one singular tiny little bump
Yeah.
caused massive crashes.
Yeah, exactly. In Rome
Yeah.
and in London.
Like, it's hell. They have to be smooth.
It's one of those weekends, isn't it, where you just got to go like, okay, what next?
Thunderstorms.
Go bang there, cars go bang there.
Bikes go bloom. We had that once. Do you remember Loris Baz? 2016 British Grand Prix. He had a massive accident right in the middle of the field. He went through straight to the track and got collected. It was a huge accident, fireball, everything. Red flag immediately. And he was lying on the track. He was knocked out. And when he got taken out as well, he came back in. He woke up into the medical centre and said, can I still race? I know.
You can race a bicycle.
He didn't take part in the restart.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Especially with no car.
Dovizioso catching fire 2021.
Why is it all catching fire?
That was terrifying, that, with Dovizioso flying over the top.
Wait, the same year didn't Grosjean do it, or was that the year before?
Yeah, before with Grosjean. I'm surprised you haven't noticed, Megan, actually, the new logo at the top of the screen. It's not BT Sport anymore, it's TNT Sports. They've changed.
Huh.
Yeah, same commentary team, but it's now...
The light's kind of in the way of that.
Oh, right, yeah. Instead of BT Sport, it's TNT Sports. Also, have you noticed richer colour now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad's adjusted the TV pictures for us because we've got a new television. Because if you want Cars Go Boom, Omi, here's this. What was it? Wednesday? Wednesday around 3 o'clock. Dad shouts, "Telly's bust," and we'll go, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, it's just exploded," and it did. It exploded.
Smoke.
Yeah. The backlight control board blew up, and according to Dad, black smoke came out the television, which means they've elected a new pope. So it blew, and we could still see it, couldn't we? The television still worked, but we had to shine a torch through it. So I tried resetting it, tried everything. It just didn't work.
And after 2 hours, he gave up.
Yes.
And we got a new one.
Yeah. I tried
A bigger one.
I tried CPR. I tried everything. And it didn't work.
My PC was about to blow up due to the PSU, but I removed the GPU in time.
I called time of death at 16:39. 18:39. We didn't go back until 7. Then we went out trying to find one, couldn't find one, and then found one online later on that night, and we picked it up yesterday morning. And it's 1 inch bigger. Our old television was 49, now it's 50.
With each television, we go up 1 inch more.
Yes. And do you know what? I hate him. Do you know why I hate him?
Why?
Because its colour is so much better than the one in the box. But, as Dad has pointed out, that television there is OLED LED. Ours isn't. And we're watching this through a HD box, not an Ultra HD box, even though our television is Ultra HD up in the comms box. So, yeah. But Dad's adjusted the picture, and I think it looks great now.
Yeah.
It needed a bit of a refresh because the colour wasn't quite there, was it?
No.
Now they're popping more. But that television in the front room now, isn't it great?
Brilliant.
It's actual, because the old one was going for a while. Everything looked blue and black and white again.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in the sofa
On
next
the corner,
to
yeah.
the wall, you can't see a
it.
thing.
Yeah, you can't see it. Now
Do you know?
can.
Do you know what you see? Even if the windows close,
It's
like
the
the curtains
reflection
are
of the-
closed,
it's- yeah.
you just see people.
Yeah,
Just like,
you can't.
so that's their expressions of watching this show.
Yeah, you can't. You just see what everyone's sat in the opposite chairs. So now you can,
Yeah.
and it's so good picture. Even through the recorder box that he's doing right now, as well. It's not even 4K. It looks great. So time's coming in. Zarko's gone third. Miller has gone top with Binder second and Zarko third. So fastest lap times are now changing here in this practice session that sets the running order for Q1 and Q2. But if it rains out tomorrow, this could set the grid. It gets complicated, doesn't it,
But yours is
MotoGP?
looking quick.
And he goes top with a 1:59.218, 3/10 faster than Miller. Vinales is quick and was quick. Binder's looking faster, so is Bagnaia. Oh, tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing the rain tomorrow. Because we won't be on air if it's raining. Well, we will be, but you know what I mean. If it's raining like in Moto 3, Moto 2 time.
Just put loads of like videos up.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, I've downloaded the last weekend as well of everything on MotoGP. So
Like,
all those
that's
are
where
there.
you get.
Yeah. And the sessions are recording now, so we'll just replay the weekend so far. Oh, back nine, look at the inside line there, trying to get a little bit intense. He's been held up by his teammate Bastianini. Bashi back in MotoGP now as well after his injury. Oh, Paul Espargaro's back as well, by the way, Megan, after his injury in the Grand Prix in Portugal. So his detached lung has healed.
He had a detached lung.
Oh, we had a horrible accident in the Algarve. Horrible.
What was his injuries again?
Well, the bike landed on him 3 times. He had
He
bruised.
landed on him.
I think he had detached lung. He had bruised bones, bruised everything, broken bones, everything. I think he was in a coma overnight as well, something like that. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
He was in a coma.
I'm not too
He's
sure
not
if that
even
was true.
30.
I'm not even sure if that was true, that bit. I can't remember what his injuries were, but it was so long ago at the start of the year. But
How old is he?
Paul's only 26, 27, something like that. Paul's not that old. Vinales, top, Miller, Binder, Zarco, and Alicia Spargo, P5.
Oh, he's 32.
Oh, is he 32?
He's 32.
That's
And-
Alicia. Alicia's
and Alicia's
34.
34 and Paul is 32.
Is that my friend or your friend?
It's a YouTuber.
Oh. As they come in
Do you
there.
know OK Baby? It was the K baby.
Yeah.
So it's split up.
Hey, do you want to take it?
She's actually engaged now to someone else It's a whole drama story, I'll tell you later.
Fabio Quartararo coming out towards the line. He's 16th at the moment. Does he improve on his time? Remember, he needs to get inside the top 10 and goes P5. Martin goes P3. 1:59.478 on the Delta time. So, looking good. Bezecchi's looking stronger as well. As Bagnaia up as well by faster times. Bezecchi up as well, 207 mile per hour.
They broke at the same time as us.
And Zarco coming in as they swing back through. Bezecchi into the final sector. I think we've got Delta times. Marini up to the line then. He's 15th. Does he improve on Delta? 10th. 1:59.694. Bezecchi goes fastest. 1:59.018. Bagnaia down on sector times once again when Arnie's into the pits. I thought he was going to box. Did you feel that as well?
A little.
Anyway, smile. Ow. Don't hit the headphones. Oh, don't know that. No teeth. Teeth on with that light, it makes us look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just making things. Well, I've got to do it for the gram. I've been having to go up by our social media department.
Oh, he's married.
Yeah. That's preparation for tomorrow, by the way. I have been had to go up by our social media department as well, saying that you've got to tweet more and you've got to Instagram more. Oh, Bezecchi was on the grass and came back on. Whoa! Right in front of Bagnaia, coming out of turn 2 at Farm. That's going to be a naughty boy award. You don't do that.
Paul's married.
Is he really?
Yeah. Since 2018.
Is anyone? Omi, what did you make of this practice session so far then? Because you have got into MotoGP more, haven't you? Are you enjoying it?
No, I just really joined for the waffle. That goes on.
They have a daughter.
Yeah.
I don't even know most of the drivers. Obviously heard their names, but like, yeah. I'm just kind of here to waffle, really, and keep you entertained.
Right.
But yeah.
7 minutes and 35 seconds.
Not long left. As we just send those over to production teams. I also tagged them to a friend of mine as well. Are you just being missy now? Megan's lost it.
Josh, thoughts on the F2 and F3 calendar?
Yeah, have you seen the F2? I showed it to Megan, and we
Yeah.
both agreed too much. Way too much. 28 races for Formula 2, 20 races for Formula
Way too
3.
many.
So that's across 14 weekends for F2 and 10 weekends for F3. And they've dropped for Formula 2 Zandvoort, and they've kept, they've put Losail in.
The sale.
Yeah, at Qatar. Remember the MotoGP track Qatar? One of the worst tracks ever for Formula cars because it's too small. It works brilliantly for MotoGP.
But as a Formula track, just no.
Yeah.
Oh, we should send out loads of people from Formula E there. That'd be funny.
I think that's a track just about long enough if you want to do a proper road course. Portland is a proper road course now as well with the energy. Formula E is slowly coming into its own anyway. 10 years in, everyone's just about getting an idea of it. 6 minutes
I
to go then.
like Portland.
I loved it. Great track.
The Formula E race earlier this year, that was brilliant.
IndyCar coming up soon though, in next month, in fact, for MotoGP, September. And that for IndyCar, that's going to be another one. You'll be in the box.
IndyCar's this weekend, isn't it?
Yes.
As well.
Nashville tonight. We're broadcasting it live, of course. Have yet to find out if it is our commentary team or the radio team, and we do quali. That is all dependent on what is going to happen.
What time is it for us on Sunday? The race?
5 till 8. 5 p.m. till 8 p.m.
I get to watch 1 hour of it at the beginning. That's it. Oh.
I'm looking at Megan for the very reason that 5 till 8 is right when we have dinner. So she knows she's going to go hungry for a couple of hours.
Wait, I'm a part of it?
It's Nashville, Megan. You always do Nashville.
I want food.
Yeah, but it's Nashville.
I like food better.
Nashville.
Food.
Dolly Parton is going to be there. Now she's interested.
And what happened if it gets washed out? Isn't it supposed to be raining there a lot?
It's raining there now as well. Oh, yellow sector 2. Yellow sector 2. Who's gone down? Oh, it's Marco Bezzecchi. It's Marco Bezzecchi in the final 5 minutes of this practice session. He has gone down.
That's both.
At Woodcote. And that's a big one.
Oh, he didn't even get the gravel.
No, he's gone straight across the grass. He's being helped by the marshals. He's still just a little bit there.
That's both of them.
That's at the exit of Luffield coming into Woodcote. That's both at the same corner. Marini went down there earlier on as well, so it must be something on that specific Mooney Ducati that...
Just one of them had the better landing.
Yeah, he got the gravel, he got the grass. I've heard of going outside and touching grass, but that's giving a whole new meaning to it, isn't it, for poor...
He slammed into it.
Yeah, and everyone's going to lose their fastest lap times that went through that yellow flag zone. Bagnaia...
It's good for Bezzecchi.
I don't think Bagnaia went through that. Yeah, it's very good for Bezzecchi, but he's only got 4 minutes to get to the other side of the track. He's not
He
going to do
probably
it.
planned that.
Bagnaia goes top, 158.973, and if he
That
does
would be
this...
discounted, though.
It could be. If it is a washout tomorrow, that could be the pole time. So Bezzecchi, second in the championship,
Limping.
and limping too. He's up and walking away. So this is it. Watch the 72 into Luffield. The rear steps out, and it is a huge high side for Marco Bezzecchi. It sent him up to the
He
heavens
slammed into...
on his back. Yeah,
He slammed into the
tire concrete.
concrete. Yeah, that's the
Watch
word.
up and on the tarmac, bang down. Airbag didn't even go off.
So he's completely smashed into his arm.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a broken arm.
And then he rolled into the grass as well.
He bounced.
Yeah, he bounced. I'm not surprised if he gets ruled out here. That's a very...
Didn't realise humans could bounce.
Is he going to try and restart that bike? He looks okay to me.
His arm shouldn't be.
Humans are bouncing, apparently.
I didn't realise.
Well, we dropped you a couple of times and you bounced. So.
I was not dropped. The only one we don't know who was dropped was Kellyanne. She was saved from being dropped.
Dad was his reflexes of a hockey goalkeeper, yes.
Yeah.
But no, Megan, you weren't dropped. You just tripped on your own bricks.
I did.
Literally, what was it? You were 1 year old.
I wanted,
Tripped
I
on your...
wanted Mama to see me walk on bricks.
Yeah, and
It was
you
too late by
fell.
the time she saw.
You fell and hit the corner. You hit the side of the fireplace on your head, and had to rush to hospital. Me and Dad had gone to collect Kellyanne from Nottingham University
to
at that
rush
point.
home.
We rushed home to rush into A&E to say, where is she? Is she all right? To find you playing with bricks
Again,
without a care
I
in the
don't
world.
learn.
Without a care in the world.
I had a split head. I was
And you never-
almost 2, though.
You were 1.
I was almost 2.
No, it was the first Mother's Day that you were born.
No,
Oh, really? Oh.
no, Mum says it was 2007.
Actually, that tracks, yeah.
So I was almost 2, but I was still 1 year old, and
You've still got the mark.
Of course I have. I had my head glued back together.
Yeah, actually, I can still see the mark right here. In fact, I can feel it.
So can I.
And then there. I don't even know how you did that one.
I think I was born with that one.
Yeah. I remember that right there. I do. I remember that bit. I remember it. I was in the room when your head got glued.
And then Kellyanne, a few years later, accidentally
Did
got
the same thing.
got a boot smashed on her head, and has the same mark as I do now.
Yeah, although with Kellyanne, it didn't just happen once. It happened twice.
In the same place.
I don't
Lesson
even know.
1. Don't trust the daughters in this family not to accidentally smash their heads.
And she had her fingers trapped in the boot when she was younger. Oh dear. Anyway, Martin's on top then. Binder second, Vinales third, Zarco fourth. Bagnaia's lap time did get cancelled by the stewards. Megan, you were spot on with that.
Woohoo!
And now Luca Marini's P9 at the moment in the closing stages.
Thing is, that wasn't the last time I walked on bricks.
No, that's not the last time you fell over either. Although
I just didn't fall into the fireplace.
I must point out, I do remember that because you've got Mum in a blood-stained cardigan.
That was new, but she only got that day.
And you got...
I ruined the rug.
Yeah, you
got a
did.
new rug.
You ruined the rug. We came home to what looked like a bloodbath.
Neighbours looking in, just like,
And according to Mum, the blood was spurting from your head as well. Apparently...
oh, I have a vein here.
Yes, well, we looked at the amount of blood that was there. I'm surprised your little body didn't need a blood transfusion. The amount of blood that there was from your head was unbelievable. And that's
I
all.
must have a lot
So,
of blood.
if you're watching this, don't let your little kids walk on play bricks, because she did when we weren't looking and tripped on the fire. It wasn't on, by the way, the fire. As well.
Yeah, we never had it on.
That fire's never been on. In fact, it's decommissioned. It's unplugged.
Yeah. It was decommissioned. It was just there. And by that time, I was a really good walker. It's just apparently
Yeah.
not so good on bricks.
No, it's an ornament, really, isn't it now?
Yeah.
I must admit, it was quite relieved. It was like, what the hell?
I find it funny.
Getting the phone call midway down the M180, and all of a sudden, it's like, hospital. We didn't even have dinner. We came back, and everything had dried up. I think we just had to take... I genuinely believe we had to take away.
I had to make it memorable.
Honest to God.
Well, my appearance at the first Mother's Day was my first Mother's Day for her. I had to make the second one memorable somehow.
I swear it was 2006.
No, it was 2007.
I don't think it was.
No, it was.
Right, the reason I don't think it was 2007 is because Kellyanne wasn't where she was in 2007. We picked Kellyanne up from the halls, so that was 2006.
Okay, I'll try and find it.
Oh, Alicia's gone top! By quite a margin!
Jeez!
The last rider across the line, and he has taken provisional pole position. It's a 1:58, 1:83, and Alicia Spargo on that Aprilia has knocked everybody out of the park. He gives it a wave to the British fans, taps his Yamaha Aprilia. Tap, tap, tap. Well done. That Aprilia, with all the data it had, fantastic. The technician they've got from Yamaha to engineer that bike as well over the past couple of seasons. The Aprilia really has come into its own. And it is Alicia Spargo who will go through to qualifying 2, along with Jorge Martin, Brad Binder, Maverick Vinales, Johan Zarco, Pekka Bagnaia, Marco Bezzecchi, Jack Miller, Luca Marini, and Alex Marquez, the top 10. And having to go through qualifying 1, Fabio Quartararo, Franco Morbidelli, Marc Marquez, Miguel Oliveira, Enea Bassini, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Raul Fernandez, Johan Mir, Augusto Fernandez, Takiki Nakagami, Paul Espargaro, and Aiki Naganoa.
We're about to get the answer.
Right. 1:58, 1:83. Closing in on the lap record. Oh, so it was 2007. I thought it was 2006. Oh, well. Oh, no,
She must not have moved there.
Couldn't have been 2006.
She must not have moved there that month.
Until later on in 2007, yeah. That makes more sense. Oh, no, she was only in for a year, so that would be 2005, 2006. 2007. She must have been at home, yeah. Okay, well, interesting session there, Megan. And if it does have a washout tomorrow, we can't do qualifying, and they have to take the grid from this. Alicia Spargo's on pole for the British Grand Prix again.
Yay!
There's Marc Marquez. Is he blinking wrong?
Yeah.
I swear he just did like that. Like
Yeah, I saw him do that too.
that. Yeah.
Mum must have felt that was a really odd question for me to ask. She's just
Okay.
like, okay.
Yeah. It was a weird one.
Just like, do you remember that Mother's Day where your youngest child decided, you know what, it's a fun idea to walk on bricks and fall over? Yeah, what year was that? It was like,
You destroyed that rug that we had for 7.5 years. We had that across 2 houses, and you destroyed it.
we had...
It was
we
a
had
love.
that
It was a
rug
green one.
from when you were little.
Yeah, it was a green rug.
I know. And then we got a red rug, just in case. We generally did.
And then it wasn't you who tripped over that, but Kellyanne. One fateful Christmas Eve night
With a drink.
after they went to the church service.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Only like 3 years later, wasn't it?
Oh my god, me and Kellyanne destroy everything.
They've admitted it. Quick, run away, they've admitted it.
Only one of us has admitted it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, here we go. Then out onto the track for the practice. Practice starts. Okay, this is a practice session now to practice the start.
I'm gonna leave to get a drink.
No point. Literally no point. We'll be over in a minute. What? No. No, you're not. That's the crash for. This is. Look at this again.
The
from
camera
back now.
broke.
Look at back now. So watch. Rhea steps out. Oh. It's right here at the top of the neck, isn't it?
Yeah. So someone burping.
So where is that on the top of your neck there? It's around about the. It's.
Ooh, that's the top of a
collarbone,
near
isn't
the
it?
spinal cord, at the top
Yeah.
of the collarbones.
Yeah. So I'm surprised I've done any of that. Look, you could really hurt me with doing that. Stop it. Wrong thing, and it's all gone.
Look, it's a thing.
I don't like things. Is that the Incredible Hulk hand as well? Tapped out. Reverend Lovejoy. You've got Reverend Lovejoy.
Yes.
What level are you on now?
Hold on.
The Simpsons tapped out. We started it recently.
We started it around the same time, though. He's had stuff to do. I haven't. So
16.
16.
I'm on level 12.
Yeah, I haven't had stuff to do.
I have.
You get more people around the next levels
Alright,
that you're
okay.
about to do.
So the practice start session is underway. The riders will have 2 opportunities to line up on the grid and have a start procedure.
I'm 3,000. Wait, is it 3,000 or 2,000? I'm 2,700 away from my goal.
Okay.
I'm saving up enough money because I'm getting sick of all the requests of build this, build this, build this.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just like, I'm going to save up until I have all of you.
I know, it annoys me as well.
The thing is, I'm nearly done with the Cyclone Bob things.
How many is there? Because that's getting annoying.
I don't know.
Trying to tap him to arrest him is really annoying.
I've only got 1 left out of 5. Though then it'll just send me another load of things to catch him with.
Yes, what's the maximum level?
I don't think it has one.
I know, but you can't just keep building buildings.
You could.
Yeah, but it's like, what's the point after a while? How many Krusty Burgers is possible?
Well, there's 3 in Simpsons 71.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? Okay. Not too bad then, not too bad.
Cletus has completed his job.
I'm not getting notifications.
What? Why aren't you getting notifications?
I don't know, I
Did
don't
you
think
not
my-
allow him?
Don't think my watch is working right. Away goes Jack Miller from pole position. Got a good start. Bezecchi in there too. Good launch. Same as Vinales. Johan Mir lines up. And away. Oh, and Bagnaia went with him. Marquez now watching. Alex Marquez is gone. Zarco's done it again though.
He's crawling.
Second time Zarco's tried this. He's in the wrong area though on the grid start procedure. He's just doing it you're not even in a grid slot these days.
Luke and Noah just crawled to where he's meant to be.
They've got to find out whether or not the ride height devices are safe enough. That's why they're doing these practice starts, because it is a new start line here at Silverstone for MotoGP. We haven't used it since 2011 and 2012. And they've got to work out if the ride height device has enough time to stop before turn 1, because
Yeah.
it's actually smoother at the old start finish straight than this one.
I don't think it had enough time at this circuit. Maybe other circuits.
Yeah. Well, look, the ride height device, look, on Binder, you see it lowered at the back to give you a low downforce. Basically,
No
goes
wonder
up
it smashed.
and then comes down. And then, look, watch, as soon as it revs up, the ride height device sort of comes back up down towards turn number 1.
Do you know what? No wonder the bottom of that
Yeah.
smashed into something.
Yeah. So, to give you an example, say that's the ride height device. It straightens out, and then it goes, and then it smooths back into the bend afterwards.
The last 2.
Yeah. Ah, this would be good. 2 Ducatis together to watch the rear right height device. Now watch this. Bezecchi and Martin. Good launch from Bezecchi. And watch the rear of that Ducati. It'll go back down and then slowly come back up into the braking zone for 1. I think they've got enough. It is a short run down to turn 1 for a MotoGP bike. For Formula 1, it's quite long, but
It's
yeah.
just finishing coming up there.
Yeah, mid-corner, which is going to be a worry on the race on Sunday.
So I don't think it's long enough. It needs a little bit more.
Thing is, Cops was the same, because you've got, literally, it comes up and then Cops corner's right there. So it's like, what's the problem with the new track? Is it because it's tighter into turn 1 than Cops is?
Probably.
Yeah, because Abbey turn 1 here is too tight, and Cops is sort of wider, isn't it? There's more runoff area. That's Martin with partial sector times. Has been quick, has been fast. It's just a bit baffling to me, really. we'll see that tomorrow, though, in the sprint. If we have a race tomorrow, that is. You've got to remember that. Because look at that. They've still got debris on the track from Bezecchi's crash. They haven't cleared it up. So that'll be a delay to the Moto3 session. Sorry, to the Moto E qualifying, which is up next. We'll be covering all tomorrow. Moto E race 1 and 2.
We had no problem getting on.
We've dressed the same. Shirt.
Yeah, but also, you're wearing this. This is the same.
Stop doing that. It's the same material.
I know.
Stop.
But also, your trousers match my shirt.
Yeah. Well, shorts, Megan.
Yeah.
I made the wrong fashion choice today.
Yes, you did.
And here they come for the second start. Zarco away. Whoa! Johan!
I think that horse is a bit temperamental.
Up it went, down towards turn 1. Was he just having some fun there, or was that deliberate? I don't think that was deliberate.
I don't know anymore.
If we get that start on Sunday, he'll be riding over the top of the riders.
It will be the Grand National. But with bikes.
I can't wait for the protesters to try and come on.
The car gets decommissioned if it loses a wheel. I mean, the bike.
Yeah. How do you shoot a bike?
Nail gun.
Look at this, Zarco. Way! Rio got too much power and it became a unicycle. And he tried to get his feet down, didn't he? It was like, I'm surprised that didn't go over.
He was just hanging there. He's literally vertical.
Watch the little pop of smoke from the front tyre as it comes back down.
Is it vertical or horizontal? Vertical.
Vertical, isn't it, going up? Yeah. That's quite a lot.
He literally looks down at the bike just like, what did you just do?
Yeah. It's like, did you plan that? I didn't plan that.
It's like, what caused this? Why is it me who gets this?
So, it's Aleix Espargaro top with provisional pole position for Kart Run tomorrow from Jorge Martin, Brad Binder, Maverick Vinales, Johan Zarco, Pecco Bagnaia, Marco Bezzecchi, Jack Miller, Luca Marini, Alex Marquez, the top 10. Having to go through Quali 1, Fabio Quadraro, Franco Morbidelli, Marc Marquez, Miguel Oliveira, Anea Basciani, Fabio Di Antonio, Ralph Fernandez, Johan Mir, Augusto Fernandez, Takiki Nakagami, Paul Espargaro, and Akira Kanoa in 22nd position. Final thoughts then, Omi, quickly from you. What do you think of it?
Good, and it's going to be interesting tomorrow if we do get any action.
Megan?
Rainy.
Yeah, it's going to be, isn't it? Well, my thanks to Megan, and thanks to Omi, and thanks to all of you for watching as well. We'll be back later on tonight with coverage of IndyCar's practice session this evening as well. And tomorrow morning we'll be back with the practice and qualifying for MotoGP, followed then by Moto E Race 1 and the MotoGP Sprint Race as well. Could be in for a rainy day at Silverstone. Take care if you're heading to the circuit. But it's Aleix Espargaro, top of practice. He'll go through to Quali 2 automatically. But that could be the grid if we can't run tomorrow. Thanks for your company here on day 1 of the British Grand Prix for MotoGP. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.